Hi, my name is Patrick Harrigut. I'm a generalist 3D artist from Brazil. So this is my first tutorial in English. So sorry about my misspelling and pronunciations because English is not my native language. I'm gonna do a quick shader. It's very simple but very effective and cool shader. That is the flame shader. Okay, so we can put this shader in end mesh with some UV, and they work like a burning object. Okay, and the flames will be always point upwards because flames always point upwards. That's the gravity. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. One thing you need to do before we start, like it's come here in the scene view of Unity, and like enable the animated material to see in the viewport. Otherwise, the shader will be like a static. Okay, you will see in the viewport, but not in the game view because game view only works in the runtime mode. So let me change a little bit here. Oh, God. Okay. First thing, it's just like the same mesh of the hands. I just duplicated and put my material. Okay. So let's start creating a new Amplify shader. Right. Surface shader. Okay. Let's put the Amplify windows here because I work with two monitors and you want to see what I do. Okay. First of all, let's put some name in our shader as just for find the shader in the project scenes. It's not the name of the subcategory of the shader will appear in our material. It's just for organizations. Okay. Tutorial flame. Okay, that's it. The shaders here. So first thing first, we have the new Amplify shader material. So let's put a category to the shaders. Let's call tutorial. Okay, and after tutorial we have the flame shader. Okay, another thing we're gonna need to do, it's like change the render type and render QE to transparent and transparent. Okay, just update. So the hand still have our older shader here. So let's change in here tutorial flame. Nothing's happening because nothing's happening here. Okay. First thing we're gonna do is create uh, Fresno effects for the transparency and the colors of the flame. So we need a color, a Fresno, and a way to make this transparent or not. So I can like right click and find the Fresno, I think it's the pronunciations. Okay. Um, if you want to expose like the PS, the scale and power to the material, you can see here it's not appear there. You need to create some properties. Okay. This input is float, so let's create some floats inputs here. you can press 1 in the keyboard and left click, so you have like a float property. So let's change the property to appear here, and set the minimum and maximum value or something like this. Okay, in this case I will set just to 1, 0 to 1, and set like default value like 0.2, and let's put a name like FBS. Okay, just click on link. Oh, my mouse is a little so we can like duplicate these float properties to fill in other areas like scale and power. So F scale, let's set to 5 or something, and let's just like set the default value 1.5. The other is power, so F power, let's do again 5 and I don't know 2. I think, yeah, something like this. So let's connect to Debug view, so you can see the Fresno effect here. Okay, that's okay. Every time you working in something, if you want to see isolated, you can link to debug input, so you can see in the scene view. Right, let's update this. When you like we create the properties, but it should not appear here because it's not linked to anything, so it's not linked to the material. Okay, so what we need is like the flame color. So for the flame color, to create a color node, you can like hold 5 in the keyboard and click, so you have the color. So flame color. Okay. In my case, I like to have like 2 colors to blend for the bright flame and the lower flame. So I will duplicate and name it flame color 2. Okay, flame color 1 I will set inside the shader just for visualization now, and this is obvious will be the default value of the color, and we need to mix these two using the Fresnel brightness, okay, as alpha. So we need a node that's named lerp. So you can hold L and click, the node will be created. So the lerp, the relation between nodes inputs, it's like it's dark and bright, 0, 1 in order of the input. So the 0 is and B it's 1. So the black will be the A, the 0, and the white 1 will be the second input. So let's drag here and the bright color will be in one, and the other will be in, so it's like an inverted way. Okay, so these we can put in emission. Right, now we have like a, I don't know, something. And the other thing, it's like we can grab the Fresno and link to opacity. Okay, let's update again. Yeah, now we can see the Fresno effect, and see the transparency uh, in the shader showing the normal hand. Right, so now we can like tweak or Fresno effect. Okay, that's okay. Another tip is like we are working just on shader mode, right? So if you click here and open in shader editor, the material will appear here. So this way, like when you change something, it will be changed here. It's like these relations. Okay. So the easy part is done. That's a simple effect. What I want to do is mask the the Y information from the world, passing to the vertex position directions, and mask it so the bottom face, so bottom polygons of the hands will not be showing. You know, it's like a normal direction mask. So to do this, I think we need to create a world normal. Road, let's find here. Road normal. Okay. Node. Let me open here so you can see. So this transfers the world normal to an object local rotation is normal. Let's do something to you understand. Okay, so I need like let's link here in the debug mode so you can see what's happening. Okay, this is like let's just grab the green because it's up and down. Okay, so you can see. Oh, we can't see anything. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's okay. So if we move, you can see like the green is always on the top and the red is okay. The X directions, the blue direction. Okay, just for visualization. So we need like a float to be our control. Okay, float, float. Let's set a property. It's called Y mask and 0 to, I don't know, 5, something like this. And we want to control the distance, calculate the distance in Y to set up the mask. So let's create a node distance. Okay, so we're gonna get only the Y because we want the mask just upwards. It's upward, yeah, upwards. Okay, so you can see uh, this mask is in the bottom, so we can let's link in debug mode to see. Okay, let's get the hand. Okay, Y mask. Okay, something like this. And we need another node. It's a subtract, maybe subtract ASE. Click. Okay, let's subtract the distance from another float. Okay, let's link here to see what. Okay, so the value is inverted. Okay, that's okay. So maybe if we change here, yeah, something just for the top. Yeah, you can see here the mask, and we're gonna clamp this value to 0 and 1. Clamp. So 0 and 1 on the clamp value. Okay, to not be out of range. And okay, let's do something here. We are using we are linking the Fresno direct in the opacity, so everything here. So let's do a multiply here. Oops, multiply, just hold M in keyboard and click. So multiply, let's multiply the Fresno and the clamp. Okay, and linking opacity. Right. So just the bottom it's in flame and the top is not. So let's invert the mask value to have the right mask. So to invert it, you need like a, it's not an invert node, it's 1 minus node. That's the same thing, you know. It's shaders language that I really don't understand so well, because I'm not a shader artist. So yeah, so the top is in flame, the bottom is not. Let me turn off the going. Okay, okay, it's part 1. Okay, yes, we have the mask. So now we're gonna work in the vertex displacement. So we're gonna need like a vertex normal. Okay, you can come here in the side and drag the nodes too. So let's put here normal, just to grab the vertex normals directions and link in the shader and material. Okay, so what you're gonna need to do, it's like we need to define a vector. Let's grab this. stuff here. Okay, we need to define a vector that will be a vector tree to tell which directions or displacements go. Okay, because we need to use not the normal directions of only the normal direction of the vertex, but the world normal directions. So let's create a vector tree x, y, z. Okay, the vector tree x, y, z. So the direction will be +1, so it's upward. Okay, and other node we're gonna need is like to convert the world directions to world vector direction to object directions. So it's world to object, world to object. Let's find here world to object. Okay, so these will transfer the world direction to object direction. Okay, so just to show something, let me think here. Yeah, let's create lerp. Okay, lerp, and use the mask as alpha. Okay, and put this in the bright, and link this in the vertex offset. If you update, something will broken because the value is too high. Okay, so before we're gonna send there, we're gonna set a new float it 1 in keyboard and click float 0 to, I don't know, 1, minimum maximum range, like flame right 8, I don't know how to spell this, and put a multiply, because it's a multiply this value to other value. 0, it's 0. Oh gosh. Okay, so now this like a flame height needs to be property. That's the page. Okay, flame height it's 0. So you can start to see the deformation that flame will have. Okay, let's keep the low value. It's almost close. One thing we need now it's a texture, some textures to make a cool flame effect. So hold T, you're gonna create a texture. Okay, it's object, it's property. Okay, let's get zone. So this is flame wave. Okay, flame wave. Let's duplicate this because just one is not enough. Let's do with just one, and we use the second input later. Okay, so okay, here let's grab this. Before after the merge normal to object, we're gonna mask with the texture the areas that's gonna have this displacement or not. So let's create a lerp, another lerp, and use the texture. Okay, and put this here on the B, and then link this to the another lerp from the Fresno and road mask. Okay, let's update and get some textures. Okay, we get this force shield from Amplify. Okay, we can start to see something masked here. You see, that's okay. So the color is it's green because the vertex the road directions. Okay, so let's make this move. So to this move, let's create a panner. The panner. Okay, let's put UV. Um, the panner it's a little tricky to configure and expose the values because they need a UV speed and time. But the speed it's the velocity U and V, but you need like a UV space to pass to the texture. So we need a textures coordinate. So let's come here and textures coordinate. What is it? What? Texture UV coordinate. Okay. Texture coordinate. So you can link here. Then you can configure the panner like a. Let's create some things here. Let's create a int 0. Okay, integer. Oh, the value. No. Let's create a float. A float. It's -1 to 1. So we can change the direction then U and V. Okay. Duplicate U and V. So let's call this U. Let's call this V. And duplicate again and call this speed. Speed 0 to, I don't know, let's have a high value. Okay, let's the speed is actually style. Okay, and so I can't link both here, so I need another node to link two values and pass one vector to node. So that it's append. It's append. It's V on keyboard. So it's X and Y. So X, Y, RGB, U, V, W. So it's U and V. And we can pass here. Okay. So let's go check our shader. So we have U. Where is it? Oh, properties. Always remember if you want to expose in the shader in the material, it needs to be property. Okay, U1. It's not happening. Why it's not working? Maybe it's P. That's strange. So let's reload this. Ah, that's strange. Really strange. It's not accepting. Okay, that's okay. So let's create a integer. Maybe integer work. No. So let's keep the time uh, as 1, so we can multiply the u and v to have more speed and directions. Okay. Yeah, didn't understand why it's not working there. So let's make a higher here to have more speed. Okay, so it's working. And in the shape there, let's get I don't know, 1 and 1. Okay, it's working now. I think it's too high, too high, too high. So first of all, let's 0, and the directions will be in these directions. Okay. Now we're gonna use like okay, another thing, UV. We can like set the tiling. I think you can use the reference from the flame or from the, let's go here, flame 2, flame noise. Okay, so you can like make the UV from UV coordinate reference coming from the other nodes. So let's use the flame noise and put here. Okay, let's blend the two textures. We can multiply. Okay, I'm opening this stuff just to so you can see how the chains through nodes, you know. Okay, let's come here and grab a noise. Okay. And we can come here and set like a 2 and 2. Okay. Okay, it's working. So we're gonna need to change some, it's not change, but like put more stuff in in your alpha mask for opacity. So we can just like grab this multiply and link in this multiply. Okay, let's update. So just this this mask going to appear there. Okay, another thing. Oh, my colors not appear. So let's change that. Property. Okay, and property. So now I have the okay. The colors it's like it's in linear space, but it's not HDR. So let's add the attribute here, like HDR and boost HDR update. So now I can come here and like make this more. Something like this. And if you go to more orange, you have like a better effect. Yeah. So basically, it's done. Yeah, something. It's done. But maybe, okay, it's always upward. Okay. Maybe like you want to disable the flame. So you can come here like and create like a float. Okay, let's go. Property 0 to 1 and flame on and put another lerp here. Okay, black white, so if it's white. Okay, okay, so the flame is off because our flame on it's 0. Yeah, yeah. So let's organize our shader. So if you want to organize your shader, you can come here like and uh, and start moving this this property to a range here. So it's Fresno, it's color 1 and 2. What is this float? What's float 0? Let's find the float 0. Okay. It's another mask. Why mask fall off? Yeah, I think it's this. Yeah, it's like I told you, it's a simple shader, and just to give an idea what you can do or not. You know, like I told before, I'm not like a shader specialist or something like this. I just use Amplify shader. So that's it. Thank you for watching and see you next time.